Have you ever wondered how the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and other bands that shaped the music we listen to today came to be? Let's rewind to the 1950s, the dawn of rock and roll. This epoch marked a seismic shift in music, with the emergence of a sound that resonated with the rebellious youth of the time. At the forefront of this revolution were four lads from Liverpool, the Beatles. Their unique blend of rock and pop, coupled with their charismatic personalities, catapulted them to global stardom. From the catchy tunes of Love Me Do to the profound lyrics of Let It Be, they influenced not just the music industry, but an entire generation. Even today, their legacy continues to inspire countless artists across genres, proving that their impact was far from fleeting. From their humble beginnings in Liverpool, the Beatles set the stage for a new era in music. As the Beatles were making waves across the pond, another band was emerging in the UK, the Rolling Stones. Formed in 1962, the Stones were the antithesis of the Beatles' clean-cut image. They were the bad boys of rock and roll, pushing boundaries and breaking taboos. Their music was a fusion of blues and rock, a raw, gritty sound that was distinctly their own. They were pioneers, experimenting with different styles and genres, pushing the envelope of what was considered acceptable in music. Their controversial image and provocative lyrics were a stark contrast to the Beatles' more wholesome appeal, contributing to the cultural shift of the 1960s. The Rolling Stones' influence on rock and roll is undeniable. They challenged conventions, broke barriers, and inspired countless bands to follow in their footsteps. Their unique sound and style have left a lasting impression on the music industry. The Rolling Stones, with their rebellious image and unique sound, paved the way for the bands that would follow. While the Beatles and the Rolling Stones were dominating the airwaves, a new sound was emerging: heavy metal. This sonic revolution was led by two bands that would become iconic pillars of the genre: Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath. Led Zeppelin, formed in 1968, brought an unprecedented heaviness to rock music. Their music was characterized by thunderous riffs, complex drum patterns, and Robert Plant's soaring vocals. They were the embodiment of musical rebellion, pushing boundaries with their intense sound and mystical lyrics. Around the same time, Black Sabbath was crafting their own brand of heavy music. Led by the haunting voice of Ozzy Osbourne, their music delved into darker themes, exploring the human psyche and societal issues. Their heavy, distorted guitar sound and ominous lyrics stirred controversy, but also fascination among listeners. With their heavy sound and dark themes, Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath gave birth to a genre that would continue to evolve and influence future bands. Their legacy is a testament to the power and enduring appeal of heavy metal. As rock and roll entered the 80s and 90s, it began to evolve, giving rise to new subgenres and bands. Among these, two bands stand out for their lasting impact: Nirvana and Radiohead. Nirvana, with their raw energy and frontman Kurt Cobain's poignant lyrics, became the face of the grunge movement. Their album, Nevermind, became a cultural phenomenon, challenging the polished sound of mainstream rock and paving the way for other grunge bands. Simultaneously, across the Atlantic, Radiohead was revolutionizing the alternative rock genre. Their album, OK Computer, showcased their ability to blend rock with electronic music, creating a sound that was both emotionally resonant and musically complex. The innovative spirit of these bands pushed the boundaries of what rock could be, influencing countless artists in their wake. Despite the changes in the music industry, the influence of these bands can still be felt today. Their music continues to inspire, and their legacy remains etched in the annals of rock and roll history. The Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Nirvana, and Radiohead, these bands have left an indelible mark on the music industry. The Beatles, with their harmonious blend of rock and pop, revolutionized the way we perceive music, setting the stage for future bands to experiment and innovate. The Rolling Stones, with their rebellious spirit and raw sound, have become synonymous with the essence of rock and roll. Led Zeppelin took rock to new heights, infusing it with elements of blues and folk. Black Sabbath birthed the heavy metal genre, leaving a long-lasting imprint on the darker side of rock. Nirvana, the poster child of grunge, changed the course of music history with their raw and emotional performances, and Radiohead, with their unique fusion of rock and electronic music, have continually pushed the boundaries of what is musically possible. Their music continues to inspire and influence bands today, proving that their legacy is far from over.